A teacher strike in Oklahoma is expected to continue into Wednesday. Hundreds of teachers walked out of classrooms this week, demanding more funds for public schools and education. Last week, Governor Mary Fallin signed legislation to give 15 to 18% raises to teachers. However, many educators have not seen a raise in more than a decade and say it's just not enough. Oklahoma is the latest majority Republican state to see massive demonstrations over teacher pay and funding. Similar walkouts have been seen in Kentucky, Arizona, and West Virginia. For more on this, I'm joined tonight by an Oklahoma teacher, Allyson Kubat. Allyson, nice to have you with us tonight. What's at the root of this? First of all, going 10 years without a raise, how did that happen?
Well, a lot of things, I think, went into that. And while we are very thankful for the pay increase that we're going to see under this bill that was just signed, the foundation of this walkout has been fully funding our education programs and curriculum and classrooms and things like that. There's just been cut after cut to textbook money for classrooms, as well as just general supplies that we need. And so at the base of this, we really just want fully funded education here.
Do you think it is a Republican obstruction issue in the state of Oklahoma? I mean, your governor, she's a Republican. It looks like she's made some kind of an effort to make things right with a 15 to 18% increase. What about that?
Well, I think that what we saw with House Bill 1010 XX is what they were hoping would keep us in our classrooms. And again, we are grateful for it, but they immediately started repealing parts of it that would fund our classrooms.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what we're seeing now. We also saw a bill go through the House yesterday that would have helped create some revenue and funding for classrooms. And it was voted down. The majority of those nay votes were Republicans, but
yeah.
When you've got a Republican-run House, stuff like that's going to happen. So,
are you one of the?
I'm not a politician.
Yeah, are you one of those Oklahoma teachers that has to dig into his or her own pocket to make sure there are enough supplies in the classroom? I mean, is that commonplace in Oklahoma? Take us inside the classroom.
I don't know a classroom in Oklahoma that has not been funded by the teachers that teach in that room. I know I work for an amazing district. I really do. I feel very supported by my district. I can sing their praises all day, every day, but they can only do what they can with what they have and what they've been given. And so, like the pencil sharpener in my room is something that was gifted to me by my grandmother because she knows there's a need. I get wooden pencils as gifts. We actually have a wonderful Facebook support group in Oklahoma called Oklahoma Educators Needs and Donations, and it's where people can come and see what teachers need in their classrooms. Things like reams of paper, things like highlighters and pencils for kids. I do not know a classroom that has not been funded by the teacher.
So how long is this going to last? What are we seeing here?
Well, we're hopeful that there's going to be some kind of bills that are being discussed both in Senate and the House this week that will help fund those classrooms. But until we see action, it's hard to take the legislature at their word because, like I said, they've already did a bait and switch this session with this issue. And so I honestly see this happening until there is some kind of resolution to fund not only the money they've already promised to the classrooms,
sure,
but the money that was asked originally.
So you're willing to stay out until you get what the classroom needs?
I think that is the general theme. That's what I'm hearing as I'm at the Capitol and what I'm reading on Facebook. We're in this for the long haul. I know that the hope is that the longer we stay out, the less support we have from the community, and I hope that is not true. I hope that they see that this is completely for their kids, but I do think we're looking at a long haul here.
Allyson Kubat, teacher in Oklahoma, thank you so much for joining us tonight. The best to you.
Thank you for having me.